Hello, and welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lanty. My co-host right here is Kyle Heath. This is the show where we cover gaming industry-related news of the last week. We missed you last week. We had a lot of stuff going on, but this week we're going to be covering plenty of news to kind of catch you guys up to speed. We're going to talk a little bit about how Valve is now releasing 3 new products. It's all basically based around like VR stuff. There is Grand Theft Auto was delayed. Arc Raiders has surpassed 700,000 concurrent players, which has got to be a record. Cloud gaming has now officially arrived to PlayStation, and there was some like extra bonus news that we heard about, which was in regards to like Ubisoft veteran creating a new studio called Quality Time Studio. Ghost of Yote sold 3.3 million copies in the first month, by the way, and then Sony is still fully dedicated towards Marathon, regardless of the controversies that surround it, and it's expected to release in March, obviously. Everything's expected. Who knows if it's actually going to happen? But before, Kyle, how you doing, man? How was your last 2 weeks, man? What have you been up to? I think you briefly told me that you've been playing a little bit of Arc Raiders, and yeah, what do you got going on?
A little bit.
Oh, you've been grinding the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I mean, oh man, like I don't know about ever since it came out. I don't know about that, but like pretty shortly after it came out, I decided to give it a try. It was one of the things. It's $40. Okay, it's not, it's worth it.
Yeah,
Might as well try it, right?
That's fair.
And so I heard nothing but good things, and so got it and started playing it, and yeah, put a lot of hours in, past couple weeks, for sure. So
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of been like the main thing I've been playing.
Are you addicted at all? Is it one of those types of games?
I mean,
or just
pretty much.
You've been thinking about it a lot when you're not grinding?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like it's the state I'm in, right? It's like it's
Okay.
the state I am in with this game currently. Is like thinking about, yeah. And to your point, it's like just want to get on and go and try and kill some people and loot some
Nice.
robots and stuff. Yeah, it's
Well,
nuts. It's a lot of fun.
I heard people don't really like you don't really kill other raiders. You just kind of work together. It's a very symbiotic relationship where it's mostly you versus the AI and the bots and the like all the other stuff that's going on. I don't know the full story. I've only seen clips and I've only seen what people have been talking about. So if you could like explain
Yeah.
exactly how it works.
Yeah, like people working together. It's more so in solos I've seen, and what I've heard from experience, it's kind of like
Okay.
whenever and there's like memes floating around too. It's like almost 2 different games in solos versus if you're like squatting up. Because it's solos, it's like everyone's just kind of doing their own thing, collecting loot. Most of the time when I've played solo, I haven't really run into anyone that's trying to kill me. It's like everyone's generally friendly, and like when you're extracting, people are like cool with you just like jumping in and leaving with them and stuff. It's like there just hasn't been much of like trying to kill each other or anything. So it's definitely it's almost like a different game. Because when I play like duos or squads, it's like whenever we're all playing, it's very much like if we see other people, it's like we're both shooting at each other almost right away. It's like, and you're trying to play strategic and sneak up on them and stuff. So it's almost 2 different games, but I mean, both the experiences I think are enjoyable. But I mean, most of the clips I've seen where it's like people are friendly, it's generally like solo matches, like people just like joining solo, and then there's like different events and stuff you could participate in on certain maps. And so I mean, I saw a clip of Carnage where he was playing and he ended up doing this like huge event, and like it was just like people he ran into, and he was just talking to them, and they were just like all like, yeah, let's go do this event, and then like the whole lobby virtually was like on top of this building, like running the event and stuff, and they all like extracted together, and so it was pretty hilarious. So I mean,
pretty cool.
This stuff does happen, but I think too, it's like when you're solo, it probably is kind of to your point of like everyone's just like, all right, it's us versus the robots almost. It's like so especially if you're trying to take down like a huge robot, it's like everyone kind of just like teams up to help take it down. Generally, it takes a lot more than just 1 or 2 people. So yeah, there definitely is that. And like Arc Raiders and Embark, they've been doing a really good job. Like if you're playing squads, they're gonna queue you up. Like when you join the game, you're gonna find other squads. And if you're playing solos, they prioritize finding other solos to put in the lobby. So it's primarily solos. There maybe is where you run into like a group or something, but it's very rare. Most of the time you're running into just other solos in those kind of lobbies. And just today, I think it was just today, I'm recording this, they were talking about duos. And they're like prioritizing duo queues now. So if you're like it's just you and someone else queuing, they're gonna try and put you in lobbies with only 2 other people. Obviously there may be
That's a
instances
good
where
idea.
squads get thrown in, but they're really prioritizing like your stack size, like just making sure you get put in a lobby that seems like is the most fair in a way. So
That's a really good idea because maybe the social dynamic between going in with just one of your friends or going in with like how big did the parties get?
I want to say it's up to 4. Um,
Okay, up to four. That seems like what I would guess. I think anything more than four, it's like, dude, you could run an entire
yeah,
server with
yeah,
like
it's
six
like
people. That'd be crazy
yeah,
unfair.
yeah, it'd be like
I
Rust
mean,
with
you're
like
supposed to be a
giant.
raider. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you're playing
yeah. You
Rust and
said
there's
Rust. Yeah.
giant zergs and stuff where people literally do like teams of 10 and crazy like stuff. It's insane.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you're just gonna have a bad time.
yeah. But like Rust is different. It's definitely not an extraction shooter. It's kind of just a it's just like a base battle kind of thing. Um,
That's
but no, man,
cool.
yeah,
I mean,
there's I think this game too like it clearly appeals to like a more casual gamer. Like I myself, I was never super into extraction shooters or like put a lot of time into them just because I was like
that's
seems
what I've
hyper
been reading about.
realistic. It seems
Yeah,
like there's a huge commitment to learn like all the nuances of the game and what works and what doesn't. But with this game, like there isn't a whole lot to like and like analyze and dive into, and I think it's not overwhelming to like just jump in as a casual gamer. It's like okay, I know I need this ammo, works on this weapon. There's no like weird ammo or anything
oh
or
yeah.
any like weird attachments. Like there are attachments for like guns and stuff, but it's very much like it's just like your basic like stocks and muzzles and all that. It's not nothing like too intricate. So I mean, it's cool, man. Like there certainly is like there's certainly a lot to look into, I think, but it's not nearly as like comprehensive as something like a Tarkov, which again I think just helps make the game appeal to a wider audience. So it's a distraction shooter. It's done very well, and it's a game too that I would say it's a it is a complete game. Like it's not early access. Like the game is finished. And it's very evident with how they're like pushing out updates and already have a huge update plan
Yeah.
this week, and it's only like not even a month into the game being out. So yeah, they have an interesting way of doing like wipes and stuff too. So like any extraction shooter has a wipe where you just lose everything, you start over. It's like pretty common amongst extraction shooters. But this one's a little bit different. It's kind of like they're calling it expeditions, and you almost have like a build up period over like a month where you're like trying to contribute to building like essentially like this a craft or something to get out. And like the expedition is just a character leaving, and when you leave in that expedition, whenever the window opens up, that's when you like lose a lot of stuff. You gain some little things. I mean, there's stuff you don't lose, obviously, but like inventory and stuff, all that gets wiped. But in turn, you also get like XP boosts and like your stash gets like increased permanently to a specific amount. So it's like there's stuff to gain from doing these kind of wipes in a sense. So they're kind of giving incentive for people to like drive towards this bigger goal, and start over and do it, all over again. So I don't know. They're giving an interesting way. It's like an interesting take on how to try and keep the game, active for long periods of time and all that. So we'll see how long it lasts, but it's done very well so far in release. So
Yeah, it just seems insanely popular. We'll get into it a little bit later, but I only recently found out, probably like last week or the week before, that it's done by Embark, like you mentioned, who did the finals, which is interesting because I was huge into the finals and I played it all the time for like entire like 2 or 3 months. And I think I fell off of it after I think they had like a couple of updates or there was some type of stupid controversy and I just for whatever reason I stopped playing. Maybe I think I think it's because like Halo Infinite came out and then I swapped out. How long ago was the finals? Does that even like
I
line up?
no, I
I
think
can't
finals was
remember. There was
after.
something. I think it was after, but yeah. So it came out December 7th, 2023, which would have been. There was something else that had happened with Halo Infinite related. I don't exactly remember, but I stopped playing. You know what it was? I remember now. Halo Infinite, the last one I did coaching wise was like in Orlando that fall, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with Halo. Move on. Finals came out, and I was just grinding that, and then the Halo 2 anniversary thing got announced. And I was like, all right,
Oh.
well, I gotta go back, and then I started playing that again.
Yeah.
But the finals is a fantastic game. It's like super highly rated, 9 out of 10 on Steam. 92% liked on Google reviews, and then it's insanely popular. Not the finals, but Arc Raiders is insanely popular. There's so many people playing it. I see so many clips. People are having a great time, and I was talking to my coworker. I was like, dude, we got to get on this game. Like, we need to get you, our other coworker. The three of us can go in and just
Yeah.
have a good time. It's like, just like, yeah, play something different with people that you don't really play with all the time, just to check it out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, we'll obviously talk more about the game later, but I think outside of that, just play a little bit of Valorant, try to keep up with those weeklies. So Arc Raiders is
Facts.
cutting into that, but
Yeah. Good
still
luck.
trying.
Yeah.
So
Valorant for me is it's a wrap. I haven't played that in ages. Yeah, I think the most I played was Rocket League for a little bit. I played old school like Halo 2, went back to that for a little bit. Honestly, took a massive break. One of the reasons why we skipped last week's episode is it was my birthday, and over the weekend, just mostly like disconnected from the internet for a while. Went out to watching some sports. Um, went out to the Ren Fest. That was kind of fun. When I was at the Ren Fest, I was thinking, I was like, dude, man, I should like try to get a better outfit. Want to be a character from like Lord of the Rings, not an elf or anything, but maybe Aragorn. That'd be cool. Get like some medieval looking stuff that's fantasy inspired. Have a good time. I don't know, but
yeah, I saw a post from someone recently said they went to the Ren, like went to Carolina Renaissance Fair or
yeah,
whatever.
in Charlotte, yeah,
Yeah, so it's crazy. Yeah, it'd be cool to go to one of those. Like actually, like dress up and whatnot. I think it'd be pretty sick.
oh yeah, yeah. People are super into it, man. Like
Yeah,
all my friends over here in this area, because it's so like close to us, it's super convenient. They go every single year, sometimes multiple times, and their big thing is just to go check out all the shows. There's a lot of cool stuff to go to. One of my favorites is they have like what animal conservationist person.
mm.
I forgot what they call him, but he's I think it's a birdologist. Is that a thing? Somebody that like
Sounds
knows everything about
accurate.
birds.
Sounds
Yeah,
accurate.
he brought out like an owl. He brought out a hawk. He brought out like buzzards. It was really cool. And then like let him fly around
Mm.
above the crowd. Just like, oh, this is so cool. He like learn stuff. He was super educational. Also saw some like funny stuff here and there. It was fun, man. It was cool. Good time.
Good times.
But I'm most excited to just get back into the gaming. Really,
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking forward to. That's gonna be my weekend,
gotta do it, man.
and that's why I was asking about Arc Raiders. That's on my list. I'm like, dude, maybe I should get on this. It looks like a lot of fun, even as a solo player. It looks like a good time.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Hmm.
It's enjoyable experience solo. There's a lot of people too that have posted like, this is what I got from like just playing solo, and it's like they're all decked out,
Yeah,
have all this loot and stuff. It's like, yeah,
that's
it's
so
like the
sick.
game's actually enjoyable solo. So
Yeah,
sure.
very rare. Like, yeah, what you're talking about with like Escape from Tarkov, Kartov, almost said the opposite. Um, that game's like really really challenging. It's not really noob friendly. So Arc Raiders seems like
Yeah.
the perfect niche into extraction shooters for people that don't like extraction shooters.
Yeah.
Would you? I think you sent me a link. It was like, how do I sell this to my friends? It's like this is Escape from Tarkov if you have a 95.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah. It's true though. I can
Okay.
confirm after playing. It's true. So it's
Perfect.
funny.
All right, bud. How about we let's start diving into some articles here. Let's
Some
get into it. Let's see what
calls.
happened over the last week.
Let's talk about it. Just something that dropped just at the day we're recording this. Got some news that came out of Valve. I pulled an article from PC Gamer. Jacob Ridley. Valve.
It's been a while since we talked about them.
Yeah. Valve announces 3 new products: the Steam Frame, the Steam Machine, the Steam Controller. Good things come in threes, apparently. Let's get into it. It's interesting. And some of this, like, I've only seen like high levels. So there's still some details that are fresh to me that I won't know. So it'll be kind of like a live reaction. Following on from the success of the Steam Deck, Valve is creating its very own ecosystem of products. The Steam Frame, the Steam Machine, and Steam Controller are all set to launch in the new year. We've tried each of them, and I've seen like PC gamers tried it. I've seen like all sorts of outlets already like posting videos and stuff about like, yeah, we got to try the the new Steam frame and all that. So
Yeah, it's Steam. You got to try it out.
So tried them all, and here's what you need to know about each one. From the frame to the controller to the machine, we're a fairly small industrial design team here, and we really made sure it felt like a family of devices, even to the slightest detail. Clement Gallius, a designer at Valve, tells me during a recent visit to Valve HQ how it feels, the buttons, how they react, everything belongs and works together kind of seamlessly. So there's in-depth stories on each one. They link in the articles of going a little bit deeper in each one. But let's talk about some key specs for the Steam frame. Valve's new VR headset. So they have a list of specs here in the article. They said, so we'll just go down the list. The optics in this new Steam VR is pancake optics with a resolution of 2160 by 2160. We like that. The 4K, it's like the 4K version. We like that. The tracking is inside out. The FOV is up to 110 degrees. Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 SoC. You got 16 gigs of RAM, 256 up to 1 terabyte of storage. You get 2 Steam frame controllers. It's running SteamOS. It weighs 435 grams. Release window is in 2026. Price has not been announced yet. The Steam frame is the new VR headset. It's wireless and no longer requires a gaming PC in order to play a game. That's thanks to its onboard Snapdragon 8, a Gen 3 processor and operating system, Valve's very own SteamOS. Though you can still connect it to a gaming PC using a dedicated 6 GHz dongle for high fidelity PC VR. There's a bit I'm almost excited about after trying the Steam frame myself. Again, this is from Jacob? Yep, Jacob. With the expanded resolution and new pancake lenses, the Steam frame offers increased clarity and a more compact design compared to the Valve Index. Which, it's like, thinking about this too, I just now thought about this, like, the Valve Index, we're talking about a 2020 product, because that was Half-Life Alyx, which I think was 2020, and I remember that hitting, like, pandemic. Could have sworn it was, like...
Dude, I think you're right. I didn't even think about when it was released. Dude, that's a 5-year-old headset, basically.
Yeah. It's like, because I remember, I talked about Coke Cartage earlier. I get clips of this stuff now in my shorts. But like, I remember like it was how I first got into Coke, because like I was at home, I was looking for some streams to watch whenever Crazy Miller wasn't streaming. So it's like, I need some.
You gotta watch some.
Need some second streamer content. So I got really into this stuff. Yeah, I watched him for a while. Still going strong too. Love to see it. One of the OGs, honestly. Let's be real. So, it's also pretty slim and lightweight by more modern VR standards, extending only a few inches from the face and weighing just 435 grams. The Steam frame is significantly lighter than its predecessor. Similarly, it's lighter than the Quest 3 or Quest 3S, which I've weighed previously myself at 465 and 464 grams, even without the straps. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, the straps and everything on this thing, and we're weighing less. That's pretty crazy. And you can play games like on the device. All right, Phil.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, that is pretty insane. So the new Pancake, it says it was released 2026 is the release window for the next one.
Yep.
Dang, that's actually insane. They fit all of that into such a lightweight device. I'm curious, is it sturdy? You know what I mean? Will it fall apart?
Hopefully not. Let's get into it. Valve has been keen to point out that it's not called the Valve Index 2 for good reason. It's no longer just a PC accessory, and gone is the clunky setup process of the past. Valve has opted solely for inside-out tracking here. 4 cameras on the outside of the Steam frame track your surroundings, and it can track you in the dark. It also offers eye tracking for both foveat rendering? I don't even know what that is. Use in social games, and a new feature called foveat streaming that Valve uses to lower bandwidth requirements over the Steam frame's wireless connection. The Steam frame has a modular construction. A strap containing the battery, speaker system, and micro SD card slot disconnects from the core module containing the processor, optics, and everything else. There's also an expansion slot on the front of the headset for future mods or upgrades. This could be useful for full color pass through, which is missing from the Steam frame and prematurely ends any hope of XR support with it, though nothing is being announced by Valve just yet. Okay, all right, Valve. 5 years? All right.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
This device is pretty sick. Are you big into VR? I don't think you are you?
No, like, we actually have like a Quest in the house. I just haven't used it. So it's like we have one here. I just never thought to use it. But I don't know. One of these days I want to get around to it and play some like I don't know what's the super hot. That's what I'm playing. Like the guns and like
super hot. Yeah.
Like slow mode stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, or Beat Saber. That'd be sick. Designed for both VR and non-VR games, the Steam frame has new controllers that are essentially a standard gamepad split down the middle. They look similar to the Quest 3's controllers, only with more buttons. They're capacitive, allowing for some degree of finger sensing, and powered by a single AA battery in each controller. That's pretty nice. You don't have to like double up on batteries per controller.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense though.
Yeah.
It does look cool. I will say that he has a quick screen. For anybody that's watching, he basically has. It almost looks. It reminds me of like nunchucks or whatever that was on the Wii, except it's just a little bit bigger with extra buttons. It looks like it's a good design. It's really hard to tell a scale because it's like you don't know how big the guy's hands are.
Yeah, good point. Much like everything else being announced by Valve today, the Steam frame has no exact release date or price tag. All we know is it will launch sometime next year. All right, I mean, I'm like the specs. The specs are certainly intriguing. I'm curious to see for the reviews. I mean, the Valve Index reviewed pretty well from what I remember. People were like, "Oh, this might be the best one, the best like headset." Because remember too, like I think it was a the Valve Index where like the mic was like actually really good on it, like the onboard mic. So like, it's like streamers like were able to actually like use it, and it sounded pretty good, and like, comparable to some like actual like desk mics that some streamers had. So
yeah, I knew exactly what you're talking about. I remember watching a couple of breakdowns. I think it was Gamers Nexus that did a good like tech tuber of that little tech YouTube breakdown of the quality of the microphone on all the different headsets like that, the VR headsets. Yeah, it's cool.
it's pretty cool. The Steam Machine, which is so funny, I feel like Steam Machine, like I've heard that term like over the years, especially when Steam is like the Steam Box or whatever. It's like people are like,
oh yeah,
coining it like Steam Machine and stuff.
Steam Machine is actually a good nickname if we're being honest here.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Steam Machine is Valve's new living room box. Some of the key specs of the Steam Machine: CPU is an AMD Zen 4 6-core, 16 gigs RAM. You got a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3, which is a GPU, 8 gigs of VRAM. You have 512 gigabyte up to 2 terabytes of storage. Runs Steam OS, and it's releasing sometime in 2026. A price not determined yet. The Steam Machine is a natural follow-up to the Steam Deck. The low-powered handheld proved that SteamOS works for PC gaming, and the Steam Machine is more of the same, only more powerful and less portable. It has been designed to blend in and fit into a standard-size shelving unit. It is a black cube, smaller than it looks in the pictures, and crams in a 6-core AMD CPU and dedicated Radeon GPU. It uses a space-saving combination of single 120mm fan, of a single 120mm fan, and one sizable heatsink. There's a slim selection of ports on the front and back, including USB Type-C, HDMI 2.0, and DisplayPort, and a micro SD card slot to quickly move games from the Steam Machine, deck, and frame. The 6-core CPU and 28CU GPU offer around 6 times more performance than a Steam Deck, according to Valve. The GPU is semi-custom, meaning it is no exact match in AMD's existing lineup, but it's roughly comparable to an RX 740 or 7400 in terms of the shader cores, or the RX 60 or 7600M for both shader cores and clock speeds. They have like pictures of it, kind of with out of the shell, and it's very much
a huge heatsink. That's like
giant heatsink.
Dude, the heatsink, for people that don't have like an image of this, it almost looks. I mean, the fans on the backside of it, right, with the housing to like pull everything. So. I mean, goodness gracious, the heatsink is like 75% of the overall size.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Maybe
like.
60 if we're being more honest. It's just crazy huge.
Hey man, gotta keep it cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No joke.
When I have an
Whatever it
AIO in
takes.
there, just gotta keep it cool.
Yeah.
Through SteamOS, Valve is offering a fast suspend and resume features to quickly load into where you left off in the comfort of your sofa. It's also designed to work with a new and improved Steam controller. A dedicated antenna on the Steam machine can connect up to 4 Steam controllers. Once again, no price or release date, only a rough launch window sometime next year. I'd be curious to see kind of how this performs. I mean, I think it was a big thing too. Is like one thing, or a thing I know a lot of people love about the Steam Deck is the Steam OS. Like a lot of people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, if I can get that on a PC, like it's gonna remove a lot of bloat. Games run faster." Linus Tech Tips out here, pretty much doing that for a video once. You put Steam OS on a PC, and yeah, he had great performance. So there, I mean, here you go. It's like answering, I think, some prayers for people who like the Steam Deck. It's like I'd love to have something like that, efficient, that I could just have in my living room. Enter
Yeah.
the Steam machine. There you go.
You know what's so funny about it? If you think about it this way, Xbox and to some degree PlayStation is gearing all their games to get to PC. So they're like transitioning out of the console into a PC custom build. Whereas Steam, who started on PC basically, is now going back into a console. It's like it's kind of silly
Oh,
how it's this weird sway of product and company design. Don't get me wrong, I think this like Steam Deck machine is a really good idea. It looks clean, it looks customizable. I don't think there's really any upgrades. I'm sure we're going to get more information when it's finally released and everybody's kind of get their hands on it. This could just be all like prototype preliminary stuff. But I think it looks pretty clean. I mean, like you could put this in your at-home console setup as a couple of USB ports, you and your friends or you and whoever, and then just hanging out, playing PC games locally as if it's a console. And honestly, it's probably gonna be more powerful than any console on the market. But yeah, how about we dive into the next one? It's about this controller.
let
This
me
looks
tell
pretty
you, man,
interesting.
this controller looks crazy. It looks crazy. Haven't seen one like it.
No, it has two track pads, but it also I don't know. It almost looks like a boomerang, like
Yeah.
like a flat sandwich or something. It's weird.
Yeah. Steam controller. Valve's controller to replace your mouse. So the key specs of the Steam controller, it's got 2 TMR thumbsticks. It's got 2.4 gigahertz puck included Bluetooth and wired. Your options for connectivity. So if you don't have Bluetooth, you can go with 2.4 gigahertz. Plug it in to a console or something. If you want to make it wireless. Got a 35 plus hour battery life, according to this. It has 2 trackpads on it with gyro controls, and the release window is next year. The Steam controller is designed to replace the need for a mouse when you're sat on a sofa or lounging in your gaming chair. This is Valve's second attempt at a Steam controller. First did not take off, but the company has learned its lessons. There are 2 thumbsticks on the Steam controller. Yes, 2. That's one more than the last one, and importantly means that the Steam controller is as much a standard controller as any other. These thumbsticks use stick drift resistant tunnel magnet resistant. I don't even know how to. Did I even try that? I know you probably know what TMR is.
Oh yeah.
Magneto
Timar.
resistant.
Let me double check. It's basically Hall effect, but it's better. Targeted muscle. Wait, is that right? Hold on.
Tunnel magnetro. I want to say magneto resistant. That seems so stupid though. It's not magneto. I don't know what this is. There's no.
No, you're right. Magneto resistance. It really is.
See if I can.
Magneto resistance.
Magneto resistance. Oh my
Yeah, it's similar to Hall effects, but not the same.
gosh.
It's just more accurate, less
Okay.
prone to stick drift.
So Valve is out here. That's what you're saying. They're out here putting in these good sticks. Yeah. It has two trackpads that sit beneath each of the thumbsticks. They're slightly angled for more ergonomic design, but otherwise they're very similar to those included in the Steam Deck. That's really where Valve got its inspiration here, and I'm fine with that. The Steam Deck's control scheme is very good for gaming and navigating the desktop, and the same should be true for the Steam controller. What's more, the Steam controller includes gyro controls. Using sensors that can tell when you're holding the controller, gyro controls let you move the controller around to move your mouse cursor. I tried it out, and it's surprisingly easy to get the grips with. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. So you can just move the controller and use it as a mouse. And apparently it's effective. So it's kind of impressive if that's actually the case.
It's pretty sick.
And then they also, I mean, there's probably get into it. There's a picture here with 4 back buttons on the controller as well. We got 4 back buttons. Crazy out here. Really, it's really.
It looks like it's in a good location, but it looks like it could be overwhelming. I mean, they're freaking huge buttons.
That's what I'm saying. They look like they take up surface area. So I'll be curious to see like how. I don't know. Like I like the feature set. Hopefully, it's not too many cooks in the kitchen. I don't know. The Steam controller supports Bluetooth and a dedicated 2.4 gigahertz connection. The latter is provided via a puck included in the box, able to connect up to 4 controllers simultaneously and providing a low latency connection. This puck also doubles as a charger for the controller, though you can plug it over USB Type-C connection on the back if you prefer a tether. Finally, surprises here, the Steam controller has a rough release window of sometime in 2026 with no confirmed price.
Everything is 2026.
I think it's going to be $300 for this controller. Just kidding. Crazy.
$3 bajillion.
I don't know. Like, knowing Valve, I feel like this would be like 80, 100. I don't know. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be like crazy expensive. I don't know. I feel like the last Steam controller got pretty cheap. Especially when.
I mean, yeah, the controller probably in the realm of 60 to 90. It's really hard to tell because it's like, yeah, you have the TMR, which is going to raise the rates. Then you have the trackpad and gyro controls. That's up there. But then everything else is just fairly standard, very simple. The housing looks kind of generic. I mean,
it's not flashy, right?
But yeah, and the thing with like Steam seems to be, from my understanding, is they are always a little bit price conscious.
Yeah.
So they try to do people right, you know?
Yeah. Because even like Steam Decks aren't crazy expensive, especially if you get like a lower tier one. Like they don't go crazy with pricing. At least it's the way I interpret it. I'll be curious to see how much the Steam Machine is. I think that's probably the most expensive of the bunch. Or well, I don't know. The headset could be. I mean, especially if you can play games on the headset, it's like a PC on your head. So maybe that's the most expensive of the 3. But I don't know. It'd be interesting. There's only a little bit left. Finish off the article. All 3 of Valve's products will be available in the same regions as the Steam Deck at launch, and that includes any countries currently covered by Valve's official distributor, Komodo. That means once available in the new year, we should see availability of the following countries: USA, Canada, UK, Germany, France. Australia, with an asterisk that says Valve began shipping direct to Australia later than other countries. Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, which is distributed by Komodo. So there you go. I mean, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's all available. Same areas the Steam Deck currently is available. I'll be curious to see too, like how much of these they put out. Is it going to be like a similar shortage to what the Steam Deck was, right? Where it took like forever at one point. I think even with like the Valve Index, it's like especially, but that was like during COVID, right? So it's kind of expected to have delays. But who knows? We'll get kind of a similar delay here, but it's pretty sick. I want to see the controller in action. I'll have to look at some videos of people that have used it, kind of get their impressions. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot going on with that controller. So I'm curious to see how it like feels in hand. I would assume like maybe the trackpads or something don't activate, hopefully, if you're like playing a game, but I don't know.
I was wondering that too, because it's like you could easily overlap, like fat finger it. But what if, because you have 2 of them right there, you don't have joysticks anymore and you use your thumbs like a touchscreen
to
aim? I mean, honestly, that can be cracked for people that like grew up only gaming on touchscreen, aka mobile gamers.
Hey, okay, on to
This could be the controller,
on to
you know.
something. Okay.
Just saying.
Valve knows. It's why they added it, man.
It's kind of genius, to be honest.
The headset's crazy. Those pancake lenses. It's crazy, man.
I
It's
like it.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think overall, Mike? You excited for these? I think this is like, we don't see much like Valve hardware, right? So I feel like when they do release something, they only release when it's ready. So
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
pretty exciting.
I think that's a fair assessment. I'm looking forward to it just to see what people do with it, because a lot of the Valve stuff, it seems to be that people buy it and they'll customize it, they'll do different things, and it can be really cool. I'm most excited for the fact that like the Steam machine is a thing. It's actually from Steam, whereas like you
Yeah.
mentioned, Linus Tech Tips already does something similar. I've seen multiple like custom build PC builders do this type of PC console setup, and it's a
Yeah.
very cool concept because they can have I like every single one of the videos. It's like, okay, I will make a better, higher performing, and cheaper version of the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
and it will run on Steam, iOS or whatever, not iOS, Steam OS.
Yeah.
And when they do it all, it's like, holy crap, this is actually really sick and it's interesting.
Yeah.
Um, that has a lot of customizability for it, but whereas the Steam machine could just be like, dude, if they have the right price point, this could be the next console for people.
I mean,
Like unironically.
I mean, like we're talking about like a, essentially a SteamOS desktop. Like we already see how good the emulation is on the Steam Deck, and now you're giving
Yeah,
a desktop. People are gonna be making these boxes, Mike. They're gonna be going
that's
crazy,
what I'm saying.
and it's gonna be an emulation machine. I mean, I think it's even a bigger reason to like look into it. And it could be a selling point too. It's like I have all my Steam games, but I can also load all these emulators now on like a desktop kind of platform. So
Fact.
I don't know this.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It's exciting. I'll be curious to see kind of how it performs and what people think. It seems to be powerful than a Steam Deck. A Steam Deck, a lot of people use it and love it. They run crazy games on it, and it runs well. So I'll be curious to see like how well it translates to this format. And they say it's more powerful. Powerful. I would assume it'd be more powerful than a Steam Deck. So I'll be curious to see how games run on it. But it could be an enticing little product, especially like you said, if the price is right, man. They could really sell a lot of these. So.
What I'm saying, dude. They have that opportunity, and I'm just mostly looking forward to other people getting their hands on it to see what they can accomplish. It just looked really cool. I think there's a lot of customizability with that controller, and that has me the most interested. I really like the Steam machine. Um, I'll be honest, I don't care too much about the VR stuff, but that's just me. That's not my style. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like might have grew up with it and they're more familiar with it, so they might be more interested.
What if this is the headset, Mike, that if you tried it, you're like, oh, okay, I get VR now. And you play VR.
I'll be honest with you. I would do a VR headset if I was into like flight sims or racing simulators.
Ooh, that'd be
I think
sick,
that would
right?
be a lot of fun.
Get that
It'd be
McLaren
really cool.
racing set. Oh, you do.
Dude,
VR headset.
I was at Micro Center last week
That
and it was freaking driving, brother. It was fun.
McLaren orange. It's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's that's silly that whole setup.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
wish.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm excited to see more about this. I'm definitely looking at the impression videos because I know they're already coming out. So people have tried it. So I'm gonna be reading everything.
Agreed. Cool, man. Let's jump on to the next one. Coming from The Verge, Jay Peters. Grand Theft Auto 4, or what,
Right,
6?
Theft Auto
I
4.
was like, what? Wait, Roman numeral. Okay, it's a little bit of dyslexia. Sorry, it's 4 and then backwards 6. All right, so Grand Theft Auto 6 launch delayed until November 2026. Was there a surprise? Not really.
Oh.
When is Call of Duty going to release their game to avoid the launch of Grand Theft Auto? Nobody knows. What is going to happen to the boys who got their wives and girlfriends pregnant who wanted to have paternity leave during the release of Grand Theft Auto 6? You're chalked. You messed up.
You messed up. It's
Cheers to the kid. Anyways, let's get into it. The game will now launch November 19th, 2026. A whole year, brother. A whole year. Woo! All right, Jay Peters. He's been around for freaking ages. Been on the verge. That's the main home base for him. Let's talk about what he has written. Grand Theft Auto 6 is being delayed again. It will now launch on November 19, 2026. This is a quote from Rockstar Games. They say, We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game and the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you again for your patience and support. While the wait is a little longer, we are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida. Is it Leonida? Leonida? Leonida, maybe? I don't know. And return to modern day Vice City. The issue, in my opinion, this isn't part of the article, but the original leak pushed them out initially, and now it's getting pushed out again, and they're just like we're not ready to launch, which is a tough
Yeah.
sell. So previously, GTA 6 was set to launch on May 26, 2026. Before that, Rockstar planned to release the game in 2025. It will be released on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. Yikes. So, Take Two
Yeah.
CEO Strauss Zelnick told the game business that when we set a date, we really do believe in it. We said when we set the last date, if a game requires more polish to be the best possible version of itself, then we will give that game more time. And that's exactly what happened. We feel really good about the release date. It's in the same fiscal year, aka investors don't panic. It happens to be a great release window, and naturally, we are really supportive of Rockstar's approach. I love how they're so worried about like the fiscal year, the financial year, the everything year. It's like, brother, who cares? Release the game. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. It's freaking Grand Theft Auto. What are you worried about? Grand Theft Auto 6 will take place in Vice City and stars two protagonists, Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, according to Rockstar description in the second trailer for the game, which was released in May, a long time ago. But when an essay, when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of the criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, aka California, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. Rockstar first GTA 6 trailer debuted in late 2023. It's been in development for like 12 years,
Yeah.
depending on your start frame. Last week, Rockstar was accused of union busting after firing 30 to 40 employees. Dude, that's nothing compared to EA and Microsoft and Xbox, but whatever. Or Ubisoft. Jeez. RIP Ubisoft. A Rockstar spokesperson told Bloomberg that it took action against a small number of individuals who were found to be disturbing and discussing confidential information in a public forum. I would guess Reddit or Discord, and that this was in no way related to people's right to join a union or engage in union activities. But I guarantee if you were talking about joining a union and you've been yapping online, they're going to find an excuse to get rid of
Mm.
you
Yeah.
legally. That's just what it is. I love it how other people are like, what will come out first, GTA 6 or second generation AirPods Max? It's like, dude, it's actually I love how other people like it's ridiculous to give an actual day and month a year in advance. It's like, yeah, I feel like
Market
it's
rate.
kind of crazy too. I
It's
mean,
like,
the comment sections are going wild. I'm not too surprised about the delay. It's kind of ridiculous to be honest, but at the same time, Rockstar has no incentive to release early. Just their only incentive is not to mess it up. What do you
yeah,
think?
sure.
How do you
No,
feel?
I agree. I was kind of while you were reading that, I wanted to look it up because I saw some people online talking about how it's certainly not surprising for Rockstar to do this, and they drew the parallels between Red Dead Redemption 2's release and now what we're seeing with GTA 6. So I'll read a little thing here. It talks about the timeline. So I'll this is just the timeline of Red Dead Redemption 2 and kind of what it went through. So Rockstar Games first teased Red Dead Redemption 2 in October 16th of 2016, releasing two teaser images in the color theme Red Dead Redemption. They went on. The game was officially announced October 18th, 2016. So 2016. The day of the announcement, some fans started petitioning Rockstar for the game to be available on Windows as well. Because they originally announced it and it was like PS4 and Xbox, but like everyone was like, "Where's PC?" I mean, everyone knows every PC release for Rockstar games is always way in the future because it's just that kind of game. So before its announcement, there was an internal delay in the second half of 2017, and then publicly to the first half of 2018. And then it was delayed again to October 26th of 2018. According to Rockstar, the game required extra development time for polish. But again, kind of what we're seeing with this, like they want to give the team that extra time to make it right. In October of 2019, Rockstar announced the game would release on Windows in November of 2019. So it's like a month before they're like, all right, PC release. This is a year after launch on console. And it would later be a launch title for Stadia, also in November of 2019. So, yeah, I mean, so we're looking at, like, it was originally announced 2016, had an internal delay to 17. They announced, we're like, oh, we'll release it, like, May. It was like March or something, like, early 2018, we'll get it out. And then we later found out that they were delaying it again to October of 2018. And so I think we're seeing something similar here, right? It's like we had the initial reveal to 2023, which is crazy to think about. It's 2 years ago. Original reveal, got an announcement of 2025. Eventually, they were like, "Oh, it could." They were kind of teasing at the beginning of the year, like, "Oh, it could still come out." But then eventually, they were like, "Nah, we gotta delay this. Well, we'll try May." And now we're seeing it now. Like everyone was expecting the game to be like a spring summer game. Now it's pushed to a fall game of 2026. So similar timelines we're seeing here. It's kind of like repeated history. Red Dead Redemption 2 and now GTA 6. So I'm certainly not surprised by it. It's kind of just how it's been. And I think the general consensus, though, is like most people aren't surprised by it either. And they're kind of just like memeing on it at this point. And like to your point, it's like, oh, what's going to come out first, this or that? Or like, no, like I was supposed to be having a kid at that time and get paternity leave. And now what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like,
it's a wrap.
And so everyone's like, all right, you need to get pregnant exactly at this time in order to get paternity leave. So it's kind of funny seeing all like the memes and stuff. But yeah, it's no surprise at all. But it also is upsetting because I will say, like, I think like May is like, it's the perfect time to have a game, especially of like this magnitude, because you're just like, it's kind of a dry spell around like May, right? And so it's like to get a game like this, it's like, oh, it would have been nice. But unfortunately, we're not getting a summer game like GTA 6. So, and now all these other companies got to be like, all right, how are we going to release around this? Because this is now it's in prime real estate, prime time window, and you can take that real estate so easily. Everyone has to conform to Rockstar, so we'll see.
I wonder how many people are like freaking out. They're just like, how many studios are freaking out? And they're like, okay, we got to get our game out quick. Everybody work overtime before GTA 6 launches.
Yep. Like,
we got to find the next big game.
Do we need to push? Do we need to push our game like back to, or like push it forward a few months to like release a little bit before? Or do we push it back after end of next year? It's like, yeah, it's crazy.
So, might have to do something.
Yeah, it's people are gonna be scrambling, I think, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to get more gameplay footage and trailers and all that. And I don't know. I mean, at the same time, too, I think it also sets up Rockstar too if they want to do like some sort of like summer showcase or something and kind of give more detail. I was gonna say they could do like a summer games fest or something, but like I don't know if Rockstar would necessarily be a part of an event like that. Since they are Rockstar, they could just do their own kind of showcase. So I'll be curious to see if they actually do anything like that, or if they're just like, we'll just put out the game and give you like a final trailer and that's it. I don't know. Rockstar's in control here, so they can really do it however they want. We're just cogs in the wheel, man. So,
dude, we're just consumers, man.
It's true, dude. True. What do you think, Mike? You surprised?
Yeah, kinda, but not really. I had a feeling it would get delayed again. It's more about how we haven't heard much and we haven't seen much. The most we saw was like it should have launched earlier last year, then it got the initial delay after the leaks. And we hadn't really heard anything since. So I'm not that surprised. It's one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, we're supposed to get like GTA 6 relatively soon. I haven't heard anything. And then they're like, yeah, the only thing you are hearing is the fact that it gets delayed. So whatever. It's just kind of, I think that's the only way you can look at it, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's a fair assessment. I don't know. I think is it Dan Houser or whatever? He's like one of the people at Rockstar. So he did like an interview recently. It was like a podcast or something. So I don't know. It's probably something I'll end up watching at some point just to hear about Rockstar stories. So I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait, I guess. Well, what else are we gonna do?
Exactly.
That was
we
really
can't really go figure it out.
release the game now. You're supposed to release it this year. Don't want to be a buggy, fueled mess. I want the graphics to be crazy. I want to see the beer bubbles,
Oh
bubbles of
yeah,
the beer.
dude, I want to see all of it. All looks amazing. So it's like
Yeah.
get together, like let's go.
We don't have to wait on
All
something
right,
though,
what?
Mike.
Yeah, I was about to say. It was like it's the game that you've been grinding.
This game I have been grinding. We're talking about Arc Raiders. This is Andy Chalk again, PC Gamer. It's kind of funny. We have it's like our articles are PC Gamer Verge, PC Gamer Verge. We just like every other one. Andy Chalk, PC Gamer. Arc Raiders surpassed 700,000 concurrent players across all platforms this weekend. And you better believe that most of that is on PC. Arc's second weekend is even bigger than its first. This
Yeah,
past
everybody's
weekend,
like, "This is sick. Let's go."
it's crazy, man. This past weekend was a big weekend for Arc Raiders, but Embark Studios says they surpassed 700,000 concurrent players across all platforms. It's been a little over 1 week since we opened up the tunnels for you to head topside. And this past weekend, we reached over 700,000 concurrent raiders on the surface. Embark wrote on X. We're so happy to have you all here. The many different ways to play and participate in Arc Raiders have completely blown us away, going far beyond what we ever imagined. You surprise us, you outsmart us, and you keep us on our toes. Can't have it any other, or we wouldn't have it any other way. The figure is interesting for two reasons. One, because it's huge. And two, it gives us a look at the total number of Arc Raiders players and thus a measure of its success that we don't normally get. Typically, we're limited to seeing concurrent player accounts on Steam alone, but this includes Raiders. Does include Raiders of PS5 and Xbox Series S as well. This is kind of the post shown next. The remark about the many different ways people are playing Arc rings true too, even if it's perhaps laced with a little bit of irony. Arc Raiders is a PvPvE game, but there's surprisingly little PvP to it, at least in solo queues. My roughly 12 hours of playing, that's what Andy says, I've only been killed by other players 2, maybe 3 times at most. And like I think I'll like speak from my own experience too. Like I've only played probably like 4 or 5 hours of solo, and yeah, I mean I was able to get in, do some runs, get out, wasn't killed. Most people I ran at, like I'd say probably like 8 or 9 out of 10 people I ran into were like just chill. Like either they were just trying to have fun or they just ignore you. It's kind of just like it's very much like everyone's just doing their own thing. And I mean there's times where like I would see someone run past and we were just like we both had a mutual understanding of like, oh, we're just chilling. So it's like I'm just like
It's like
past,
I got other
anything.
problems to deal with.
So, yeah, it's kind of what it is. Or if like someone's taking on a robot, like I would just like jump in and help them, and they'd be like, "Thanks," because like there's like emotes and stuff in the game too, so you don't have to talk to your
Oh
character.
yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah. So it's like, thanks, man. Yeah. So
That's pretty cool. I
yeah,
like that.
that's the. I mean, yeah, I agree with Andy. It's kind of like you play and you go solo, and most people just don't care. They're just kind of doing their own thing. So far more representative of my experience is the encounter I had last night. 2 guys held an elevator for me as I was walking by, and I joined them and left the map sooner than I intended just because I didn't want to be rude. Fight on site types might not be impressed, but that kind of interaction is something I genuinely love about Arc Raiders. And not just because I'm bad at PvP, putting your trust in a complete stranger, packing an automatic weapon, and getting away with a safe escape instead of a brace of bullets a brace of bullets in your back. It's exhilarating. As a loyal and right-thinking PC gamer, Embark's concurrent player post also compels me to point out how PC-dependent that audience is. Roughly 2/3 of the Arc Raiders player base, and possibly more, comes to the mouse and keyboard set. While Embark didn't say exactly when over the weekend the game broke 700,000 concurrent, it's reasonable to guess that it happened around the time it surpassed 462,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. And to that, whatever number of players were Arc rating from the Epic Game Store, like Sony and Microsoft, Epic doesn't share player numbers, and you've got a whole lot of PC gamers playing Arc Raiders, far more than PS5 and Xbox combined. Maybe that's why everyone is so nice. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, yeah, I've
Probably
had
the reason why.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I think I don't know. It's like yeah, but like I think it's an overall experience. Like you can have a good experience solo if you want to like squat up, and try and kill people for the loot and stuff. You can go out and do that. I mean, it's cool too because like you can join games essentially. Like you can either go in with a pre-made loadout, or like arc. Like they actually have an option to just do like a free loadout. So it's like you kind of just get like base stuff, and you just kind of go in. You get a random weapon, so you kind of just go out and do quests and stuff. And it's like if you die, it's like you don't really lose much. Like unless you find something
Oh yeah.
really good. So it's like it gives you an option to do that too. So if you want to just like do a casual session where you're not worried about dying, you can just go in with a free loadout. Just like have fun. So I think stuff like that's cool. It gives you options. You're not. There's like so many different ways to play, and like skill trees are there, so you can like spec into like mobility first or like survival first, and give yourself different advantages through perks. I think that stuff's kind of cool, and there's like blueprints, of course, because like with any I mean, which is in case with many extraction shooters, you get the blueprints to make guns and different mods and ammo and
Keep
parts and stuff.
upgrading and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things to discover and find, and they have like a trinket system too. So like you can go around and find items that are strictly meant to be sold. They're kind of like luxury items. So it's kind of cool. It gives you something kind of way to get currency, and there's other ways. There's also like vendors throughout the game you can buy stuff from if you don't necessarily want to like go out and find it or you're having trouble finding something. And so it's cool to see that. And there's like just one vendor too. Like there's coins. Obviously in the game, it's kind of the main currency. There's one vendor that like deals in seeds that you find. So like you can just like go out and find these seeds and then use them as currency in your shop. It's really cool stuff like that. Kind of, I don't know. There's a lot to do in the game, but I think the one takeaway I have after playing it is like it is a complete game. Like there's there's really not much missed. I mean there's some I've heard some people talk about like audio bugs. I think I've run into that a couple times too, where it's like you're not really hearing footsteps sometimes, and there's still like bugs and stuff like that you
I
run
mean, I
into.
feel like
But
that's just so common
yeah,
with like extraction shooters or
yeah,
anything that's like hypersensitive with audio cues.
yeah. I mean, I think
It's gonna
audio,
be just mess ups.
yeah, like audio's gonna have its moments. I think too, like another thing about it too is like people reported like if you die to someone and the game thinks you either died unfairly or they were cheating, and like a report goes through and it's confirmed,
Oh
like
yeah, I heard about this.
they'll give you your stuff back that you lost.
Yeah,
So which is like
like if it's proven that they're cheating,
yeah,
that's such a good
yeah,
idea, dude.
which is
And
like
I think that
so
takes away
crazy.
like a lot of the anxiety.
Yeah.
Um,
Which I mean, it speaks to how complete the game is because I feel like a system like that was probably hard to implement, like tracking all that and then giving it back to you. It's like, so yeah, I mean, they really took the time with it. They have a new map coming out already this month, in the patch, which is kind of crazy. Um, there's like there's new robots too that you can kill and stuff like that. I mean, they already have like a kind of couple. They already have like a rest of the year roadmap, and that's one of the things this month. It's like they release a new map, release new stuff to do, things to buy, guns to craft. So it's cool like that. I mean, just in 2 weeks, they're already like, all right, here's more content. Oh, and by the way, like we're already adjusting quality of life stuff, making the game more enjoyable and
exactly.
giving you duo queues and stuff. It's pretty insane. So yeah, I mean, like Embark's doing it right. This is it's how you do a release, right? You release a complete game, feature complete, but also have stuff lined up right away. It's kind of like a live service sort of thing. So we'll see how long this lasts. I'm hoping it lasts a while. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see kind of the flame stays. If it dies out, people get bored. That's kind of the big thing. It's like, all right, where's this going to be in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months? So yeah,
I think it'll last a while. I'm fairly optimistic with it. The problem with multiplayer games though is like you really don't know. It
yeah,
could just be dead in no time flat, and there's nothing you can do.
yeah. I think it's a testament too to hitting these kind of numbers and getting this kind of player base. Hopefully it's a testament to like it lasting a while because it is a good game. It's pretty solid. I
Oh, for
like it,
sure.
man. Should we talk about the PlayStation Portal finally getting some upgrades?
Finally, yeah.
Finally.
Let's talk about it. What? I always think of The Rock. Finally, The Rock has come back. I
I was
don't know
thinking
if you ever grew up watching wrestling.
I always think of the SpongeBob movie where the guy's like, "Finally."
Oh yeah, dude, SpongeBob memes are great. All right, so The Verge, Ash Parrish. I get all the Verge articles. It's fine by me. They're great articles. Cloud streaming finally arrives in the PlayStation Portal. So cloud streaming PS5 games to your PlayStation Portal is out of beta and includes streaming for some games you own. Interesting. All right, let's talk
Yeah.
about it. Ash Paris goes on to write, PlayStation has announced that cloud streaming is officially rolling out to the PlayStation Portal after beta test period that started in last year. Starting later today, November 5th, is when the article was written, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. She put Pacific Time. She's from California. Scum. No, I'm just kidding. PlayStation Premium Plus members will be able to stream select titles from their own library without the need to connect to the PlayStation 5 console. It's about time. Remember when this launched initially and I was raising hell over how PlayStation was falling behind because Xbox already made so it's like you can stream anything from anywhere from any device, whatever, it doesn't matter. PlayStation apparently woke up in the last like 3 years to make it happen. Anyways, the device also has a newly updated menu with 3 tabs to swipe through for remote play with your PS5 and cloud streaming or search. Here's some of what you get to play. And we're just going to like rattle off the ones that you might be familiar with. A lot of these are on like the Xbox Game Pass, so we've talked about before, but there are some PlayStation exclusives, so pay attention. At launch, thousands of PS5 games support cloud gaming, including blockbusters such as Astrobot, one game of the year, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Borderlands 4, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Fortnite Goes to Yote, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Resident Evil 4. In addition, hundreds of compatible games from the PlayStation Plus game catalog and classics catalog, including Cyberpunk 2077, God of War Ragnarok, Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm currently still playing through, Sword of the Sea, and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered are also streamable directly from the cloud. There's a list of over 2,000 games that will be available for cloud streaming at launch. PlayStation's beta test of PlayStation Portal cloud streaming last year was only available on PlayStation Plus premium subscribers. In addition to cloud gaming, the PlayStation Portal is getting other handy updates, including support for 3D audio, access to accessibility options and in-game stores. Honestly, I feel like that should be a gimme. The ability to accept invites and join multiplayer games directly. I mean, yeah, of course. A new passcode feature and more. Interesting enough, it seems like PlayStation is finally waking up and thinking, yeah, you know what? Like, that device that we made so you can play your games remote, maybe we should allow you to play it off your PlayStation. Maybe. And it's about freaking time. They have plenty of games. 2,000 games, though? Holy smokes. I hate how it's like subscription based and you have everything subscription based, but I mean, whatever. If you're into cloud gaming, you got the internet, you got the speeds, this seems like a viable option for you, especially if you don't want to lug around your PlayStation everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cloud streaming, man. Yeah, it's I mean, it's good to see this came to the device eventually. I feel like when we talked about it, I mean, I'd have to go back and see, but I feel like we talked about it, we were like kind of down on it because it was like, oh, you can't like, you have to be in the same house. Like, you can't really play games
Yeah,
outside or anything.
you had to be on the same network as your PlayStation. And I brought up the fact that like you could definitely spoof your device to be on your local network and you could play remote. But why would you
Yeah.
want to do that? Like that's so ridiculous. PlayStation should just automatically build it in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think the
man.
idea was you had to stream from your local PlayStation,
Yeah.
whereas this is streaming from the servers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, this is now kind of console-less in a sense.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But yeah, like, I mean, there's people I think who had done it where like they were playing their PlayStation Portal like out in public or on a plane or something like that. But yeah, it was like kind of they had to do like a weird sort of like their PlayStation had to be on at home or something like that. It's like it was like this weird kind of like thing they had to do to get it working. Now just like, yeah, you got an internet connection. All right, time to stream games from the
Yeah,
cloud right on your device. So
exactly. It's like, what are we talking about? Just get started. Let's go.
yeah, it's nice just to be able to kind of stream, just be able to stream games on it. And like, I don't know, like as a device, I'd love to like try a PlayStation Portal one day. I've never tried one in person. I think it'd be cool to like actually try one of these because like from what I've seen in videos and stuff, like it looks pretty cool. I mean, the fact that it's like the just literally the PlayStation controller just with a giant screen in the middle, I feel like it'd be pretty comfortable of what I see. So I don't know. It's like it makes me
Yeah.
want to buy one of those giant love sacks. It's like throw it in the corner, of my room, get like another pillow or something, sit on my lap, then like Switch 2 or Steam Deck or just handheld right there. It's like
It's
just
some
chilling.
fat boy stuff right there. I'm into it.
Telling like it would probably be like just straight bliss. Not gonna lie, it's a crisp fall or winter evening. You have the blinds rolled up. See the moon beaming, a fire going.
Talk dirty.
Keep going. It's like got a little
Please
blanket.
don't stop.
Oh
More.
man, you're lying down on your Steam Deck.
S'mores.
Yeah, busting out the s'mores. Dude, yeah. Nah,
Oh,
dude,
dude, that
it's
sounds
a dream,
amazing.
man. It's a dream, man. Think about it. And then you fire up a game none other than Stardew Valley to really set the mood. Make sure it's the fall season in the game. So,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
there's
I'm
just
looking forward
levels
to
to
the
it, man.
holiday season.
There's levels
Yeah.
to it, man, you know? And yeah.
100%.
The idea of something like that seems so cozy, you know? There's some orange lighting in your room.
Oh, baby.
Set the mood.
I love that mood.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be going.
I
Yeah,
think
dude.
it's just it's so dumb that it took them so long to get to this point, but at least they're doing it. You can at least say
True.
that much.
True. Exactly. Yeah, you gotta give it to them, man. Eventually they did it. I don't know. It's like some of the PlayStation ecosystem. Like, I have a PS4. I haven't fired it up in years because like it got to a point where it was running like a jet engine. I didn't want to like open it and clean it. So I was like,
Don't want
but
to
like
cook it.
also like I haven't played PlayStation games in a while. But like every time I played my PS4, like I remember like I really loved the interface. It ran pretty smooth. Like it's definitely very clean. It's always something I've admired about PlayStation. So I don't know. It's like it. I mean, I feel like it'd be like a kind of a. I feel like it'd be a decent sized commitment if I were to get like a PS5 Pro and get the Portal and all that. And then you get the subscription. Huge monetary investment, I would say. But
No, it's an investment. Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
fair.
With the ecosystem and stuff, I don't know. It's pretty clean. I won't lie. I feel like at some point I'll probably end up doing research to see like how like is PlayStation's premium or whatever worth it? Kind of like what do you get out of it and stuff? Because I'm curious, especially with their like subscription tiers and stuff now. And now you can like stream games from the cloud, trying to catch up with Xbox. But hey, man, Xbox kind of shooting themselves in the foot now. So PlayStation, where we at?
Yeah, yeah, you ain't wrong. They acting up, that's for sure.
PlayStation got to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll see. This is great stuff, though. Good to see PlayStation Portal has more use now.
Yeah, yeah. It's about damn time.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanks. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Honestly, a couple of these articles were pretty long, and I was worried that we wouldn't make it to the hour mark, but kind of surprised we did. It's good to be back, man, because we took an entire week off. I know you and I were talking. We're like, you had something going on Thursday night. I think I had something going on Wednesday night, or was it vice versa?
I think it was
No,
vice
you
versa.
asked to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had something going on Wednesday night. I had something going on Thursday, and it was like, this ain't gonna work. We'll have to chalk it, because I think we went like, dude, we went so many weeks in a row. Had to be like 30 or 40 episodes, 30 or 40 weeks in a row, no breaks, all gas, no breaks.
Oh man, I know we took a week or two off in the summer. Remember that?
Yeah, but that's always around like Summer Games Fest. I think we take 1 week
In like
off.
July or something like that. Typically,
Yeah,
July's pretty
yeah,
dead.
it's like the end of June, Summer Games Fest, and then 4th of July week we usually take off.
Yeah, typical.
So
Sounds about right. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the scheduling goes in December. 'Cause it's gonna get pretty tight for me probably. So we'll see.
that's fair. I mean, dude, when we get to the December mark, it's more about just like we're getting around the holidays, we just vibing.
Yeah, I
When
mean
we get to that point, I think
we normally take a few weeks off anyway, but so
100%. Yeah, end of the season break.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm most excited for like I really want to see what happens with this fall Valve stuff, and I want to see what happens with Grand Theft Auto. Like it's kind of crazy that everything got put on hold, and I need time. I need to do Arc Raiders. That's my goal.
Yeah, it's true.
And Hogwarts Legacy. I got to get that broom. I'm trying to fly around, bro.
It's fun, man. Made me get back into it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
They better make a Quidditch game or like Hogwarts Legacy 2, and then they can take all your character from previous.
First of all, they made a
Continue
Quidditch
on.
game and it flopped. All right, first off, Second, Hogwarts Legacy 2, maybe the Redemption for a Quidditch game. I don't know.
Dude, I missed that part. Crap.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah, that Quidditch game, rip.
Trash.
It was
No,
a rip.
no. Oh no.
I mean, hey, there was
Oh
potential. We
no.
saw, we were like, oh, this could be kind of sick. And it came out and just so unfortunate.
Be like that sometimes. You freaking be
And
like
then
that.
we're only like 4 months away from Resident Evil 9. I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
That's my
Man.
game right there.
I always watched Resident Evil. I never really got like into playing it myself.
Gays
It
are
was
so
always just
good.
yeah. I love just
The
walking
gays are
through it and
so
checking it out.
good. See, if you watch the shows and
Yes,
stuff,
sir.
man, you're messing up. You gotta play the games. It's
Well,
worth
that's
it.
the thing is I watch movies and I watch the shows. I don't play the games. I watch the
And then you're like, yeah,
games.
this series
At least.
stinks. Like, how is this a good story at all? Play the games.
Well,
Like,
hold on. That series was trash.
the Netflix one, yeah,
Really
it was
bad.
meat. It
Yeah,
was meat.
really bad. It was so bad I completely forgot it existed, dude.
Meat, man.
Dang.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you
Freaking
watch
throwback.
trash. Oh man, now you got me
Give
think
me
about the.
away, bro.
You got me think about Last of Us. Season 1 was great. Season 2 got kind of a, I don't know. And now we have season 3, and
I like
everyone's kind of
season
like,
2.
everyone's like, I don't know about season 3, so we'll see.
I think it'll be fun.
A lot of
I think
memeable
it'll be
moments.
just
We'll
fun.
say that.
Oh, for sure, but I still think it's just silly but fun.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, let me let you go. Let's wrap up the episode. We started kind of late. It is late. I'm getting tired. I don't know how you're feeling, but I do appreciate your patience, Kyle. And we appreciate everybody for listening. For basically, we took a freaking week off, didn't tell anybody why. So, welcome back. We appreciate you. This has been the episode. If you guys want to ever go back and double check like everything we covered, we have timestamps in the description below. We always say that, and we also always say we have links in the description, so you can actually click the link, go to the original article of what we read, check it out for yourself, go to the comments there, talk a whole bunch of ish, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter to us. Just want to show support to the original creators. That's all I really have. Kyle, do you have anything to add? I always like to open that floor for you if you need it.
Nah, dude. Good. Glad to be back.
Nah.
Glad you're here. You know.
Yeah. Glad you're here, man. All right. Let's let the people go. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next week, hopefully. Pretty sure we should be. And without further ado, this has been the M2 Podcast. I'm Michael Lindsay. That's Kyle Heath. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Keep gaming. And I guess just like the new hot game is Arc Raiders, so go enjoy that. 700,000 concurrent viewers or concurrent players. Insanity. So go
True.
play that. We'll
Go
catch
play
you
it.
later. Bye bye. Keep gaming.